Hopefully that works. I didn't unmute my mic because I'm not used to being able to have the option to mute my mic. So, what's happening, Ice Cubes? It's me again. I'm late on the vlog, mostly because I didn't really have a lot to talk about. I feel like I talked about a lot of it and a lot of what was going on in my last one. Cause I don't know, I've just been having a blast this past couple weeks. It's going really good. And I'm hoping it gets better, cause things are starting to move along and things are, I don't know. It's I'm starting to get my flow back, my creative flow that I haven't really had in a long time. And it's good to have that back. It feels great to have that back. And I've changed my setup. It's a hell of a lot more relaxed than it used to be. My giant boom arm is no longer here. It used to be right here. You can tell by the mark on my desk that I can't seem to get rid of. But it's been an interesting time. But yeah, my setup is more relaxed. I finally got this microphone to work for me properly. Hopefully, I'm still tweaking the settings a little bit. And I'm really, really, really trying to let my creativity flow, because I always have this problem where I'll get my flow, but then I will restrict myself to, okay, I have to do this, 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 and this, and adhere to a schedule, when I know better than anybody that schedules and me don't always mix. Unless it's like legit paid work, schedules are not a thing that I do. Uh, and it's been. I also brought these headphones back out because they're so much better than the other ones that I was using. My old ones, they're so much better. Uh, so that's something. So I don't know. I've also been doing tons of voice work stuff. I'm finally working on the stuff that Hypno has had for me forever. For Radical Reggie, I gotta work on all that. I have that up right now, actually. I'm working on some of those lines. But I don't need to do those right now. I can't be super loud right now. It's 2:20 in the morning. So yeah. But no, all this streaming stuff has really it's really helped me out. And I can't take all the credit for this. Beeper has more credit than anybody else to getting me out of my shell again and really just letting go and having fun, because Beeper's been awesome. I finally managed to get his link in the description. He has his own YouTube channel. Go check out his stuff. He has a bunch of older stuff that he's still got up. Go check it out. But it's really great. We bounce off of each other so well, and our commentary styles are geared so well towards each other that it's kind of insane. Our coordination isn't always on point, but that's fine. Like, he's great. He's a really good friend, and I'm really glad to have him as my unofficial stream partner, because I don't like to stream without him. He's just that great. Um, and I'm very appreciative. It's one of those things that things have really piled up in favor for me, because I feel like I have legitimate friends again. For a very long time, it felt like everyone was against me. I had nobody I could talk to, nobody I could trust, and it was very suffocating to have all of this burden on only myself and trapped inside my own brain for so long. Also, you're gonna have to forgive me. My nose is a little stuffy. I woke up that way. I made the half mistake of taking a lazy day today. It was going to be a fun-filled day, but some stuff came up, and Beeper had to go deal with some stuff and hang out with some other friends, which is great. If he can hang out with all of his friends, that's fantastic. He doesn't have to dedicate all of his time hanging out with me. I don't want to be that guy. He's free to join me and come and go whenever he likes. At this point, I've come to expect it because he's got a very hectic life. And it's one of those things where I don't think I can ever genuinely voice my appreciation very well. I'm not good at that. I never have been. I don't know if I ever will be. And generally whenever I do it, it comes off as very weird and out of character. But honestly, I just truly appreciate the people who stand by me and who work with me and who actually take the time to talk to me. It it hits here all the time. It hits here, right here in my feels. Cuz to think that I'm worth someone else's time is something I've always had a problem with. Cuz most of you probably already know this. I have an inferiority complex. So yeah, as bombastic and high energy as I can be, I have a very severe inferiority complex that I struggle with on the daily. Uh, and it's rough. It's really rough. I I can't I can't overstate enough how rough it is some days just to even get myself out of bed because I feel so useless and worthless all the time. Um so any sort of encouragement or engagement from me for me, not from me, for me, from you to me, is it means the world. It means the world to me. It pushes me to push even further beyond. And I try my hardest. I do. I don't know. And I'm hoping that things are looking up. I'm hoping things will get better. I'm hoping I'll be able to do a lot more stuff with other people in terms of collabs and different projects because I'd love to work on more voice projects. Because I have a very fiery passion for it. I may not sound like it right now because I'm trying to stay quiet, but I have a naturally loud voice. It carries really well, so I'm trying not to get carried away talking here. But I have a very big fiery passion for it, and it very much shows in all the stuff that I voiced in because it's it's one of my dream jobs for one. So like in a perfect world, I would have already taken voice classes and become a full-time voice actor by now if this were a perfect world, but it's not. And I try my hardest to get closer and closer to that goal as much as I can without stepping on anybody's toes. And it's really hard to do that on the internet. It's really hard to not step on anybody's toes. Because in my opinion, this is just my opinion, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to get all torches and pitchforks on me. But I feel like people on the internet are too uptight and entitled to their opinions. So when someone else disagrees, that instantly makes them your enemy. And it just boggles my mind that that's your instant reaction to someone else disagreeing with you is, they're my enemy, I have to destroy them, no matter what it takes, no matter what it does. And then in everybody else's image, I will be the hero. I just don't get that. I don't get that. I personally don't get that at all. And it just boggles my mind that people think that way, and that people think that their opinions are so much more important than somebody else's. Whether it's because they have a number attached to it or because they have more money than somebody else. I don't understand it. I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Why can't we all just get along? The world would be such a better place if we would all just lay down our opinions and just find the things that make us similar rather than what make us different. I've always tried to find similarities with the people I hang out with because our similarities connect us. They bring us together. Whereas the unending search for being more unique than someone else just completely divides everybody. And I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I would rather we all come together than separate apart and tear each other's throats out. And in the end, it's not worth it anyway. Life is too short to stick to uptight and broad ideas. Ideals is the word, not ideas. Ideals. Such broad ideals are not worth sacrificing your friendships, your relationships, your family ties, your acquaintances. It's not worth cutting ties with those people for such broad ideals that at the end of the day don't really matter. And I don't know. I talked to Beeper about doing a podcast episode for Icedq on this topic, and here I am blabbing on about it. We talked about that today, and I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. I mean, there were some other topics that we wanted to talk about. Sorry, there's some dust all over my camera. I live in a basement. It's naturally dusty down here. And I don't know. I just want people to get along. I'd rather have more friends than more enemies because more enemies is just a headache. I'm not worried about my safety. I'm just worried about my mental health. It's not worth the headache every day thinking about someone who doesn't like you. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the time to think about them. Because there are some people, and I think I talked to Beeper about this too. Like, ever since I patched things up with Mania, I can guarantee I could probably name 4 different people offhand right now who, but I won't reveal any names here. I could probably name 4 different people who are probably still stuck on the fact that Mania and I had a falling out for so long. even though for the most part we're all patched up and we're slowly becoming friends again. It it just boggles my mind that people can't accept certain realities when they're right in front of their faces. And I just don't understand. I That just may be an ineptitude on my part, but I can't empathize with those people. I can't understand those people because they're so oblivious to the facts, and they've cemented their opinions and ideals on the world so hard that they can't see the obvious truth right in front of them. And it just boggles my mind. But I don't know. I think I've rambled on long enough. I'm going on 16 minutes now, so I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna end off with I appreciate everybody who's coming into the channel and who's been here for a long time and still supporting me. All the people who have been here for years, thank you. Like that mean you don't understand how much that means to me. To have people who have been here for day one, that that means a lot. And I hope I can live up to that. Uh, I hope I can live up to the faith that you've placed in me to be a better person and a better creator, cuz it's a long road from here. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I don't think not everybody understands that when I say that, I genuinely mean it. It's not just an outro thing. It's from here. It it's why I started saying it in the first place. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. But yeah, click the links in the description below for more videos that I've done, as well as other YouTubers I've worked with, especially Beeper. Go check him out. He's got some good stuff. And as always, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye! Bye.